Hello, my name's Daniel. I'm the coach of the Stabbia Prague reserves. I was playing in the Blood Bowl final against my opponent Noz, who's playing It Still Stinks in Here, the undead behemoth. So Noz won the kickoff. He chose to receive, and I think if I'd have won the kickoff, I'd have I'd have wanted to kick. Have as many players on the pitch for the first half trying to defend, and then in the second half with your elves, you don't particularly need a full roster to be able to score, whereas you need all the bodies you can for the defence. My team value was, I think it's about 100k below It Stinks in Here in the final, and I had just over 100k in the treasury. So my plan there was to take a wizard, which would help with the defence. It'd put a lot of pressure on Noz to have options when scoring, because if he just left one person in reach of scoring, obviously have the lightning bolt to stop him from scoring. We get the ref on the kickoff table, and so I was using this straight away. I was thinking, okay, if I can take out Ree with his mighty blow and piling on, because he'll be going down on the floor quite a lot just from piling on. If I can take him out of the game, then that would help keep the rest of the team alive. I wouldn't normally be fouling with only having 11 players on the pitch. So this is Noz's first turn. He's getting plenty of blocks in. Quite relieved that there's no players off the pitch so far. As I expected, the undead start to build a cage. My target in the first half was A, stop him scoring. If I can't do that, then B, take out some ghouls, because they're going to be the main threat posed. They'll be able to dodge out the way, they'll be able to pick up the ball and score. Without the ghouls, there's no speed on the team, and I should then be able to delay him and then eventually wrestle the ball off him. Here's the turn 1 foul on Ree, hoping for something, but doesn't come off. I'll leave the team where it is. Didn't want to overcommit too early and then find the goals running straight through and being behind early on. I was quite happy here that that Noz pulled across Dern, his second white that's got tackle. He's only got 2 tackle pieces on the team. Now they're both over here out the way. And from here I decided if I can just keep tying these 2 players up, then my 2 blodgers will have free reign around here. If I can get them base tagging next to the ball carrier, then he's not really going to have too many options to push the blodgers away, and particularly with my sidestep as well, which will come in later on in the game. So yeah, I was quite happy when I saw Dern running across the pitch to get involved in this melee that's not all that too important. I think I got quite lucky here, passing all my dodges. plan was just to have a defence, a wall where they've got 2 tackle zones there, and so even if you push one away, there's still a tackle zone there behind, which leaves it quite a good defence. Turn 3, first casualty. As was pointed out on the stream, neither player had any bench, so straight away any casualties was going to be last in. With it being a miss next game casualty as well, I didn't want to waste the apothecary too early on and not get a full use out of it. And then when a journeyman then gets casualtied the very same turn, but was only badly hurt, I couldn't risk going down to 9 players for the rest of the game, so used the apothecary straight away. I'm now pushing players with sidestep and blodge in towards his cage, trying to start apply some pressure now, whereas up until this point it had all just been stay away, keep the opponent just to 1 block per turn, 1 blitz per turn. Apart from over here where I was trying to keep the tackle pieces tied up. This guy here, Martin, has got tackle, which would be key for taking out the ghouls, so I brought him to the back out of the way. I actually made a mistake here. I put Raphael into next to the ball carrier, thinking he was Martin that had the sidestep. I was planning to place a player with blodge and sidestep next to the ball carrier, which would then be very frustrating for trying to get the ball carrier free. So despite the turnover, the ball carrier isn't scoring this turn. I've got 2 tackle pieces back in defence. Again here, I could have gone for the skeleton at the zombie, but all my focus is on taking out these ghouls. If I can't stop him from scoring, then if I can take out a ghoul or 2, then I'll be quite happy. Let's go in half time 1-0 down, but I've been taking out a ghoul or 2. As I'd spoken about earlier, so I've now managed to place a blodge piece with sidestep, so it's got block, tackle and sidestep next to the ball carrier. If he tries to hit the ball carrier away using sidestep, I'd be able to choose to come into a square next to the ball carrier still. And as many times as he keeps doing this, hitting my player, but then me moving up next to him still, then that's another activation gone, and which weakens the chance for him to then build a secure cage. And if my player's still next to the ball carrier when it comes to activating the ball carrier, it then makes a risky decision of, do I dodge away to try and score, and he's scoring a bit earlier than what he probably wants to because it'll leave me 3 turns to score, or does he hit me hoping again I fall down? If that fails though, then I'm still stood next to him, and next turn I'd be able to throw a block at him. Or does he try and dodge away, but like I say, I've got tackle, and so there's a 33% chance of him falling over. Or he's going to have to use one of his rerolls if there's one left at the point that he tries to run away. And the tackle pieces, which would help him to knock my my blodge sidestepper away, are now tied up over here. So as you see, I stay as close to the ball carrier as I can still. And then it happens another time. And now I'm outside of all these tackle zones. It's a free block straight onto him. And then my nemesis gets tripped up and is out of the game. Which is just a cherry on the top. I decided not to use Frenzy here and push him towards the ball, because this piece is the only one that can score for him now. He's lost 2 goals and a white, so he's only got 2 agility, 3 pieces left on the table. The white over here that's tied up with these players, and then the goal there. So as long as I keep him wedged in, then he's no threat to the ball. And then when I try and make a break for it in a minute, he's even further away from the ball carrier, provided I can pull off this elfie play. And from here he's got no one now that can reach the ball. So I think from here nothing further particularly happens, and we go on to, I think we just wait it out till turn 8 to score, reducing the amount of time he can roll for his KOs, because I think I had 2 Bloodweiser babes, so I would get my guy back on a 2+, whereas he only had 1 Bloodweiser, and so we'd be getting his back on a 3+. And then I went into elf survival mode, trying to get my players away from his mighty blow and his block piece. No risk for turn 8, just go straight away, even with a reroll. So on turn 8, all 3 ghouls are off the pitch. We've got Nero and Akram both in the KOs, along with Ree, and then we've got Fakeen out for the game, who's the agility 4 ghoul. And then I think both ghoul KOs come back, but Ree's out for the rest of the, still out for the second half. So from here, 1-0 up with 2 of his best players still out of the game, and I've still got 10 elves. It was looking quite good. 1-0 up, receiving the ball. My thinking here was to score as quickly as possible in the second half. If I can score, be 2-0 up, say on turn 10, then and I've still got a wizard in my pocket ready to use if need be. I should be fairly confident to hold on for maybe a 2-1 win from this point. So I've gone up the left flank and then tried to tackle zone as many of his agility 3 players as possible. There's only 1 ghoul there that's available to come after me. I've got tackle pieces that are stood on top of the other ghoul. What I maybe should have done was place one of these blitzers a little bit further up to have a second player that's potentially got a touchdown possibility this turn, or this coming turn. And this is where the plan goes wrong. So like a bull with a seeing red. I say I can now crowd surf one of his gulls. So instead of trying to score from here, the tactics change. And then when I didn't get the option to crowd surf, I was rather annoyed. So the opportunity to score this turn had now gone. I've been gone for the block. So I decided just to play the clock a little bit, wait for him to come towards me, and then the pitch will be stretched a bit more. I'd have the better movement and more players on the pitch that I'd be able to go whichever flank that became open, spreading the play. I think 2 turns into this half, and the undead have actually used 2 rerolls already. I think Nos played really well this game. I think the only false move he possibly made was placing this goal here. So this goal is free around this area of the pitch. It's moved down across here, which has now left this entire area free. All I need to do is just knock down this one player, tie these guys up, and I've got plenty of elves to do it. And there's just no one to then challenge me if I go down this flank, which I think we'll see happens. So this player is the only one that can then get to me, so I try and cover him up, use my witch who's got sidestep. Knock down his fast players, and then just moving the ball. I then have the internal debate then of, do I go the extra square to score, leaving him with 5 turns left to pull 2 back, or do I just wait another turn? These players can just about get to me, and so in the end I decide to go for to use the last square movement and score, go 2-0 up. So he's got 5 turns to get the two goals to equalise, but it seems unlikely at this point. So much better to score and not risk him turning me over and it still only being 1-0 and then he has the ball. So we've got 9 elves now facing off against 8 undead. They're missing 2 ghouls and still missing Ree. So he's now only got 2 agility free pieces on the pitch. And then the game was kind of won from here really. There was very little way back. Nos had to rush down as fast as possible, and I just needed to delay him slightly and the game would be over.